Before the blockbuster showdown, Simon panicked and dodged, while his older brother was anxious because in his world, a man must never retreat, even in death. Before they knew it, the big club attack sent them flying. Mina and Yuko were flown out, landing on Big Face's back. Seeing this, Simon woke up still scared. But he took a deep breath and charged ahead while mentally reciting his brother's famous saying, "Big bro, here I come." Just as they were processing everything, Big Face's club hit again. Simon blocked with iron tip, knocking Big Face out cold. With Big Face down, everyone thought victory was in hand and started to relax, but they had no clue Big Face was back in the game. It took a big bite out of Simon's Mech, Royan. Desiring more power, Simon cranked it up, and suddenly a drilling head burst out, arms turning into drill bits rushing ahead. They kept hammering away at Big Face, who soared from underground to the sky, seeing such breathtaking scenery for the first time, but before he could, a sudden gut-wrenching drop interrupted their little moment. Simon panicked and activated iron tip mode to smash down onto the ground. But before the trio could catch their breath, two more giant faces appeared behind them. This came flying at them, one after another, like a boxing match gone wrong. Simon piloted Royan with all his might, escaping while digging his way back underground, but for Big Bro, it was a total disgrace. Men of the village. Big Bro boldly stood in front of the two towering big faces, ready to dish out some serious smack talk. Simon joked behind, while Yuko handled sniper duties from the side. But soon, Simon's nerves affected him. Royan lost power, Yuko was failing, and Big Face was in jeopardy. Blasted one of them to smithereens, bursting out an orc like a jack-in-the-box who was supposed to be controlling Big Face. Seeing things weren't good, the other Big Face quickly dragged its body and fled. Life on the ground is like this, causing chaos even in daylight. By nightfall, Simon ran, desperately defending Royan as a special forces team flew overhead. Big Bro looked up at the stars and told Simon, "A real man stands tall and walks forward with confidence. Only this way can you see the beautiful scenery." Then, thanks to Yuko's introduction, they met the Mech repair Guru mechanic Lila. Bright and early, Big Face returned, led by Red One with two sidekicks, fierce as always. This Red Big Face was formidable, on her even in traps. Big Bro loved it. Simon arrived with Royan. Big Bro leaped up and took a seat, laying out his plan to hijack the Big Face, while Yuko and Simon covered him as he stealthily approached the Then Big Bro pulled out the pistol Yuko had given him, ready to break in, but as soon as the nearby Big Face saw him, it flailed its arms wildly to attack. Luckily, Simon swooped in just in time, using his iron head to block the attacks, smashing the enemy's arm with the drill and prying open the Red Big Face's hat. The orc vacated the seat, and Big Bro entered, only to be rejected by the mismatched system. What he saw was like a scene from a human skull hero painting, sending shivers down Cannon's spine, who usually feared nothing. Not from death itself, but from passing away without leaving a meaningful mark behind. Who do you think it is, huh? Below Big Bro's mighty banner. He effortlessly dispatched all enemies into the air, firmly grasping Simon in the end, giving his all for the final strike, and at the same time, Big Bro bestowed a name upon this red giant crimson lotus. Big Bro firmly believed with his crimson lotus and Simon's Royan, they could conquer the world. That night, Cannon had something important to do, give a proper burial to the skeleton that triggered her awakening. But when she saw the ring on the skeleton, her eyes went wide, and Big Bro was left stunned. For he recognized that style of pendant. His father had one just like it. Is this really going to allow me to pass away peacefully? It's happening far too soon, old man. That morning, they hunted for food. Big Bro happily gathered the catch, but saw another sword stuck there. Before she could react, an arrow whizzed by, and Big Bro instinctively whipped out his gun, firing a shot immediately the moment he heard something behind him. But he missed. A shadow suddenly appeared behind him, and while he barely avoided it, another blade came flying in. Luckily, the last bullet helped create distance. The man seemed human, but was actually Balaro, commander of the human escape squad. Faced with this sudden enemy, Big Bro slowly pulled out the colossal 50-meter-long knife, not for showboating, but because it was that long. With a glint of cold light, nothing could survive within a 100-meter radius. His opponent countered swiftly, forcing Big Bro to continuously retreat. In a pinch, Big Bro slashed Balaro's cheek with his left hand. Simon arrived to help, but seeing trouble, Balaro jumped into a ravine. Then, a two-faced Big Face slowly rose. Big Bro hopped on his own red face, taking one hit but refusing to lose momentum. But he was still a novice. That skilled, his opponent, an experienced driver, easily knocked out Red Face. Seeing Big Bro getting pummeled, Simon hurried over to help, but ended up being hit by Balaro's rounds with ease. Balaro emitted a red glow, leaving them with no choice but to plan for tomorrow's showdown. Meanwhile, Simon and Big Bro could only burrow to survive, seeing the huge gap in strength left Simon feeling downcast. Yuko suggested piloting Royan instead, but Big Bro insisted he chose to believe in Simon and wasn't discouraged by yesterday's defeat.